looks really good so far. Let me show you how it looks in my Tesla Model Y. Alright, the display looks really good. As you can see, the display shifted a little bit taller to accommodate the air vent on the bottom here. Before I show you anything on the display, let's test the air vent first. So this is the whole reason why this display is different from the rest of the display. So, you know, a lot of people complain about you not getting air vents on this display. Any display would somehow block the air vent from here for sure. It's just, you know, physics, it's easy physics. And here, it's on right now, it's on right here. See, I'll just put it far away first. So this is in front of my face, right there. So you can get AC right in front of my face now, even with the 9-inch. Let's go through the main menu. To select the main menu, if you are in park, you just on the steering wheel button on the right, push to the left and hold, and then you'll go to the main menu. But if you are on the drive or neutral, you can just select, scroll down, up or down, and select the setting or set up, and then press to the right, and then you'll go to the main menu. Now let's see what you can do on the setting here. You can use the scroll wheels on the steering wheel button to select and up or down, or you can use the touch screen to language, time zone, the temperature unit, hour system for the time, and you can turn off and on the speed limit, and then change the tire pressure unit, the color of your car, day mode and night mode, and then the brightness. So if you select follow here, you can also select follow on the brightness, so it's follow whatever the brightness on the main display of the car is. And then class switch, so this one is just extra function, really gimmicky. It's basically when it's on, when you start to drive a car, it will change to flat mode for like probably 10 seconds and then go back to the normal screen. And the OTA upgrade or update, and you can turn on and off front camera, of course, and then audio output, power amplifier, original Bluetooth, and then this is for the Apple Carplay. You can either do the split screen or full screen. That's it on the main setting. And to go back, just press return, and then you go back to the main menu. You can see I set the time to match my current time right now, and this is when you park. You have all the lighting warning on the left, and then the seatbelt warning on the right, time in the middle, and the car status in the middle. You can see if you open the door, open the trunk, it will just show on this display, and your odometer is right here, temperature and battery percentage, and the battery status, range on your battery. Now if you were to shift to neutral, I'm in the garage, so I just shift to neutral for safety. Now this one is one of the UI. There are 3 different UIs. All the UIs will have mainly, you know, all the lights and important information on top and bottom of the display, and this is the regen and power and the gear selection. So this one, I think all of the UI will show the lane turn when you turn the car. Let me show you real quick. And also, of course, this menu on the left. So just scroll the right button, steering wheels up and down, it will change the menu. You can select CarPlay, Android Auto, theme, so that's change different UI, and the setup. And you can go back to, so the distance, following distance on the Autopilot, the PSI or the tire pressure status on the left. You have speedometer on the right and the speed limit here. So let me show you what it means when I turn the steering wheels, that lane in front, in the middle with the car status will turn. See, I'm pressing the brake right now, so the car's chewing, I'm braking. And also when you are driving at night, you see the lights on, so it's showing pretty much real time the status of the car. So if I turn the steering wheels, as you can see, the lane on the display UI also turn either left or right there. It's really cool. So it's, you know, it's not like a lot of display that's only show like a straight lane, so you feel like the display is involved while you're driving the car. Let me show you different UI on the display real quick. Here are 3 different UI, so you just press to the right to select, and then just select different UIs. This one, so to select the UI, press, well, to go back to the main display, just press to the left, then I'll go back to the main display. So this one, night mode on all the UIs. Real quick, here's the night mode on this UI. It looks really clean. I particularly like the night mode much better than the day mode, even on the main Tesla screen, because the main Tesla screen you can always change. I usually just have it dark. It looks so much cooler. Let's see how display looks on different UI. Okay, so this one, if you press to the left, and here you go, I press to the left, you still have the status of the car, and it's still turning, follow the steering wheel too. Pretty cool. Kind of like it. I thought you don't have that anymore. Anyways, press to the left again, then you can select the theme. So this is what it looks like on this one. Again, much nicer than the light or day mode, and this is another UI. I kind of like this one probably the most, I guess. It's just clean, it's nothing else, just speedometer, the car status, and all the menu selections and everything that you need while driving the car. I think the cleaner, the better when you drive a car, especially on the road trip or you drive a long distance. Here's how you connect to the CarPlay. Just select the CarPlay menu, and then it will show which Bluetooth to connect on your phone. So it's Car Kit 9CB8. So just select that one. You should auto connect, pair, allow, and we should be connected to the display. Here we go. It's connected right now. As you can see, you can use any of the app that you have on your phone. That is, of course, have to be compatible with the CarPlay. You can use touchscreen or the steering wheel button to select. A lot of people like either Google Maps or Waze to use on the map. So this is what it looks like, the CarPlay with split screen. So you still have all the information right here to the right, and then your CarPlay to the left. So you see that steering wheel status or lane status still functional even on the CarPlay mode. So let me switch to the full screen for you. This is the full screen mode, so you get the whole display for the CarPlay function. But I do like the split screen better, so you still have that car information and speed right on the right of the display. To go back to the main menu, always press to the left, and then you go back to the main display. To use or engage or activate the front forward camera, just press and hold the right steering wheels, and then it will switch. So if you are on the split mode on the CarPlay, this will show this much, but if you are on the full screen mode on the CarPlay, then the camera will show the full screen. Let me show you. You can see it's a full screen right now on the forward blind spot camera. So my car doesn't have the sensors on the bumpers anymore. It's just camera based. But if you have an auto model with the sensor, it will just auto detect when you are closer to the object. The camera will just activate by itself when you're closer to the object or you try to park your car in the garage. Looks really good so far. Now let me show you what the display looks like when I drive the car. Right now let's go test it out and drive the car and see what the display looks like. So actually the camera, it's activated by itself. Let me test that again. So I'll try that again later. So the front forward camera will disappear after, let's see, after I think 20 miles an hour. There you go. So if you go past 20 miles an hour, then it'll just come back to the main display. As you can see, it's showing the same speed limit on the main display, same as the one on this display, and it started to read that tire tire pressure correctly. I really like this one. It's super nice and clean. Looks more OEM than other UIs. Let me show you different UIs real quick. Here's another UI. Same thing here. When you turn the car, the lane will turn with you. Very cool. You switch the UI. So this UI, you still have that option of the car status. I kind of like this UI too. It will be much better if it doesn't show that horsepower or HP. It will just show different information, more useful information. So the temperature color on the display it's not equally the same as Tesla display. I never seen anything that close to this yet. Probably the previous 9.6 inch I tested, that's probably the closest one. So this one is a lot cooler temperature, as you can see. This always Tesla display always warmer than the aftermarket display. But yeah, looks good so far. Alright, let me show you what it looks like with CarPlay. So the CarPlay will default with the speaker on the display. This is with Waze. Let me see if we can change to the car speaker. Alright, so this is the audio sound. You see it's on right now. Let me turn it up.
Turn left on Cliff Rose Lane. Then turn right on Bridge Road.
The audio sound it can output to the car speaker, but the map or Waze audio sound.
Turn right on Windspire Way. Then turn right on Cliff Rose Way.
The display speaker, but the display speaker quality is really good. Actually, much better than most of speakers that I
Turn
have
right on
tested
Windspire
before.
Way.
Now let me show you what it looks like when I drive and use Autopilot. And here what it looks like when you put the display or when you put the car in Autopilot. You can see there's an Autopilot indicator on the display, and then the lane turned to blue. So when you are on Autopilot, this button will be disabled to control the display, so it doesn't mess up with the Autopilot control. So you can change the speed of the limit on Autopilot, and it also has the Autopilot warning. As you can see, it's blinking blue right now, just like the same as the main display. The Autopilot also show when you are on the Carplay mode on the right side of the display. The display also has the blind spot function. Let me show you. We are closer to that car. I turn the signal. So the car right now, as you can see, is turning red toward this car next to me, which is really cool. And this is what the display looks like at night. It's really close to Tesla display, but it's more white. You see, it's more yellow tint on the Tesla and more white